Hi everyone, this is Salvi coming to you with some VTuber news today. I do try to get you as much as I can, and of course I do hope I earn a subscription, and I do hope I earn a follow, like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And of course be sure to do that before the video ends, and I do hope that you enjoy the things that I have for you. This is an update, follow-up, whatever you want to call it, from what happened on April 11th that I covered regarding the termination of Lonnie, which was basically a talent manager or a director in Brave Group, in Idol of Brave Group US. They had, of course, said a lot of things that they were being pushed out because of, a desire. Basically, they don't like her or something like that. They're trying to make it seem like it was an NDA breach. She says she has recordings of everything, and of course I take it at face value that these things are out there. Now, interestingly enough, something that I did not expect is she says that a third party has reached out to mediate between them and Brave Group. Who this third party could be, I don't know. Who could be powerful enough that Brave Group would be like, okay, let's talk it out, I'll listen to you. Instead of just being like, you aren't even involved in this, what are you doing? You're a third party. I don't want to listen to you, which is what a lot of organizations, a lot of companies would do. Because I'm cautious but optimistic that we can come to an amicable solution to these issues that will result in positive cultural change. The issue is, here, I'm not criticizing her. I'm not, just letting you know, this is not me criticizing her directly. This is not me saying that what she said was a mistake. It's something that needed to be said, especially if there's a culture of fear inside of the agency. It needs to be out there so other people aren't scared of it. But do you honestly think that Brave Group and agency will come in there with, being forthright, and will go into those conversations being, coming with the right energy or positive desires or anything like that, other than getting an idea of where she got that information, what she has on her side, and kind of measuring her up for a possible lawsuit. That is the risk that you have when you are going and doing these things. Like I said, it had to be done. Whistleblowers should always have a protection. Unfortunately, in these large multinational agencies, they do not. She is a whistleblower. She is a good whistleblower. I'm glad that she did this. Number one, let that be known and heard everywhere. She's a whistleblower. She should have protections. She should not be fearing any kind of retribution. But considering this, they may be feeling her up, sizing her up for a future lawsuit in the line. So she has to be very careful, very, very careful of what she releases, what she lets them know that she has. And of course, hopefully the third party has some kind of law background, has some way of mediating fully. And of course, Brave Group comes in a positive way and does not try to do anything sneaky, which a lot of large organizations do. Corporations are going to do what they need to do to protect their bottom line, and they don't care who they hurt in the process. Remember that. As has been seen before, Fallenshadow, whatever you want to call her, took a break. It was because of an unfortunate family circumstance, a family tragedy that happened, and she did take a break. She took a long hiatus, which is very much deserved. And of course, no one who cares about her, no one who is a fan of hers, no one who cares about another human being would ever try to force her to come back anytime before she is ready. But we do have an update. A little chatting stream will be on Friday the 18th of April about 6 p.m., 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Time. And I guess 6 p.m. is British Standard Time, I think it is. Maybe that's what it is. I think it's what it is. I missed you guys a whole lot, so let's talk about stuff and see if I can remember how to do the streaming thing. I need to talk about some things, my plans going forward, and the things the future holds with you. So yeah, there you go. And of course, people are giving her a lot of love. Says, of course, nothing scary. Don't worry, I'm still never graduating. Welcome back, Shondo. Take your time, easing back into things if you need to. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. That's what you're getting from everybody. See you then. Hope you're doing well. And of course, glad you're coming back. And of course, a lot of people missed her. A lot of people are having, are celebrating that she's coming back. Make sure, if you are a part of the community that is going to be in the stream, to not remind her of what happened unless she actually speaks about it. It's just regular VTuber etiquette, regular streamer etiquette. Of course, not everyone's going to follow this, but just she's been through a lot. She's been through a tragedy, and it's a tragedy that I know all too well. a family member, not specifically the tragedy that she had, because she had a way closer family member than I've ever lost. But I do know the loss of someone very close to you is very painful. And of course, I do know that she probably still will have times when she's going to need a break. She probably still will have times when she's not ready to stream or she's not going to be able to stream. It's just, I really hope that the community is patient with her, because that's what she needs, patience and lots of love. Dizzy Dokuro is a member of Face Connect. She is a deep sea invader, part of Phase Invaders of Face Connect. She, recently put out a schedule, but she also has some other news. It is sudden. It is sad for some people who wanted to see her recently, but it is a good move overall. Whenever a VTuber makes this type of move, where they take a break for themselves, I always see it as a good move overall. As sudden as this may seem, after much consideration, I decided to take an indefinite break. And the truth is, I am not as steady as I need to be right now. I'll return when I can fully show up and continue to support everybody. Thank you for being patient with me. This was on April 13th. It was at 8:53 p.m. my time, which is a Pacific Daylight Time, Pacific Standard Time, whatever the heck you want to call it. It is that time. And of course, there is a fear whenever you make an indefinite hiatus like this, that some people will take it the wrong way. Some people will be extreme. Of course, people are going to be extremely sad, but there can be people who will be hating on you for taking a break, because it's like for some people, you are a minstrel to dance to them, to dance in front of them. You are someone to entertain. You are a clown for them, or whatever it is, meant to just be entertaining for them. Now, in my opinion, this doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter what other people think. I'm glad that she's doing what she needs to do for herself. And I'm glad that she's taking the indefinite break, because also having a set time to come back is scary when you are not in the best mental state. Because it's like, well, I said I was going to come back, like let's say, for example, it's April 13th. I said that I was going to come back in 2 weeks. April 27th, let's say. I said I was going to come back on April 27th, but I'm not feeling good. So if I say that I'm not going to come back, then people are going to be angry at me, or I'm going to disappoint somebody, or something like that. That is, of course, something that happens. But I'm glad she's saying indefinite, so it can be when she's ready to come back, the moment she's ready to come back, and not any sooner. I do like the response that people are giving from Face Connect. I love Bug. Hug for Bug. We'll be waiting for you. Azahara, you got this, Blue Woman. Also, if you need help with that S that can be delegated to your community, never hesitate to ask. I'm sure people are willing to help you out. Another from Face Connect, NASA, who is part of Face Connect JP. Always appreciate it, Dizzy. Thanks again, Dizzy. I always look forward to your return. Have a good rest. Lumi, who is also there. I think Lumi is part of EN or JP. I don't remember, but some of them are from JP, some of them from EN. I love you and I cannot live without you. I will wait for your return daily. Pining in a lighthouse, smoking a sad pipe, but staying strong in your absence. Godspeed, Dizzy Dokuro. Of course, Ria gives a hug. Waiting for Dizzler's triumphant return. Sheena from Face Connect. Remilia is also giving a hug. Everyone that can. Leah as well. Rest well, Dizzy. Love you so much. A lot of people. Lazuli, a ex-member of Pixel Link, I believe. Everybody is, giving her well wishes. Hoping that she gets some good rest. We have also Jelly, Hoshiyumi, others from FaZe, as well as many people as can. And of course, they do get hidden among all the other comments. So that is the reason why I haven't shown all of them, because a lot of FaZe people did say, their well wishes and hoping that she does take the break as long as she needs to. And my hope is that she does come back stronger than ever and happier than ever. Tokaku, who is from Stellarverse Pro, did a Brunch Bunch, an adaptation of a cult classic movie turned jukebox musical with VTubers. It was already done on April 13th on Sunday at 8 p.m. EDT, Eastern Daylight Time, which was 5 p.m. In the West Coast, and you can also adjust based on yours. But it is already out there. You can watch it. It's already fun. Let's take a listen as to what they did.
On April 13th, in Chuba High School, Chuba, California, a nerd, a jock, a manheta, a hime, and a punk discover who they are over an afternoon of detention. In a jukebox musical performance adapting a cult classic with VTubers, The Brunch Bunch, April 13th, 8 p.m. EST.
So there you go. That is their announcement. Of course, this is Tokaku, who is your Clarity and Crystal tier of Stellarverse Pro. And this is the cast. Is Tokaku is Clarity Fender. Leora is Lena Carr. Echo Mori is Ekta Morgan. Kyoko Umi is Adeline Reeves. Lemmy Lycan is Lenny Layden. And Senbei-san SVP is Mr. Cracker and Mr. Ball. And, of course, the reason why I'm talking about this is that Kyoko Umi made a Digibill because, as you know, Digibills are a thing, or at least the bills are a thing that is done for the playbills. I think is what they're called, playbills. For any musical, you'll usually get a playbill, which will give you a little bit of a rundown, a synopsis of what the story is, who the characters are, that type of stuff, you know, the credits, all that kind of little thing. Kind of giving you an idea of what's going to be happening. Like it says, plot synopsis, musical numbers, all of that is put in the playbill, and it is a collectible thing for most people. It is nice that it is a digital playbill in this case. And here you go, of the cast, all of them here. Lemmy Lycan, Genius Mad Scientist. Echo Mori is the grubby bat VTuber you need in your life. Leora Walkiria is first generation Symphoria, is a niche hobby enthusiast. Then you have Senbei-san, founder and CEO of SBP. Of course, you always have to insert yourself in a little bit, but he's inserting himself in the best way. Tokaku is, of course, a member of it. Love her music, theater, and fan fiction. She loves to craft stories that bring people together. In this case, she has. Umi Kyoku is a yandere whale shark VTuber, voice actor, and singer. Here to help you find your peace within the current of the ocean with a lot of laughter and a lot of love. And there is a little bit. Thank you for supporting the Brunch Bunch. And, of course, they have it on YouTube. It was a 1 hour musical situation.
And if so, my friend here is very interested and would love to become one of your custodial apprentices.
So there you go. They're having the full thing. It is amazing to see. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love seeing this type of stuff. It is. I'm not a musical person, like in the sense of I have watched musicals, but I am not one to actually try to be a part of it because I can't sing. I sound like someone took sandpaper to my throat and then told me to sing afterwards. That's how I sound when I sing. So that is a thing that no one wants to hear. So that's why I do less karaoke's than the regular VTubers do. No one wants to hear a Harambe with a raspy throat. No one wants to hear that. But big congratulations to them for doing the Brunch Bunch. And as you can see, it was very successful. A stream getting over 1,000 views, in my opinion, is very successful. Yukinoshita Peo is a wonderful VTuber who has grown a ton. She also tries to speak English when she can. She is trying to, reach to the Kaigai Nikki and the regular Nikki, the regular people in Japan. And she has, of course, had a fundraiser in 2024. She did have a fundraiser in 2024. She was ranked in tiltify's top 300 fundraisers and received a special enamel pin to commemorate it. When I first started my activities, I made a promise to myself to give back through charity, and I'm truly happy that, together with all of you, we were able to make that happen last year. This year, I'm planning a new way to give back to the world, even if just a little, just like we did before. It brings me so much joy to think that the circle of happiness we've created might connect to someone, somewhere out there. Once again, thank you so much for all the support and kindness last year. She has grown in spades. This is a wonderful thing for any creator to do. I'm very happy to see Yukinoshita Peo do something like that for her community and do something like that for, everyone out there. I am very, very glad to see this, and I, of course, wish her the best. And he continues on here. Context: we joined a charity stream for Gamers Outreach VTuber SummerSlam 2024, and Peonistas and me donated $13,000 US for children in the hospital. So that is amazing. Tiltify is truly amazing for always sending memorable items to commemorate each time a donation is made. Even after some time has passed, these gifts give me the chance to express my gratitude again to all the fans who joined me in making these donations. So they are, of course, showing the top fundraiser, enamel pins, that type of thing. It is great that they do this to give back to the people who gave so much to charity. It is an amazing thing for people to give to charity. It is, of course, something that I always push when I can. I give to charity. Rarely can I do that now, unfortunately, because yes, as you know, I'm not gonna say too much, but I don't have as much money as I used to. I can't give to charity very much anymore. Maybe 5 years ago I was able to, not so much anymore. So, you know, I always do push that people give when they can. Do not take food out of your mouth in order to give to charity. I will say that. But give when you can, and if you can. Takanashi Kiara, as I had mentioned before in other videos, she has been suffering really badly right now with pain. And that is something that she is, of course, working on with the doctor, and is going to be working with the doctor in order to make sure that everything is on the up and up, everything is working properly, everything is handled properly. That kind of stuff is very important. But this is not why we're talking about Kiara in this moment. We are talking about it because during her unarchived karaoke, she mentioned that she's going to have a new project, Hello Project cover song, Kiara and Friends Spring Concert. She's going to have a spring concert with herself and many other friends, 15 performers, hip songs only, with a surprise at the end. Art by Resu Desu, Komachipanko, Hype, Kana Yanagi, Let's Go. I can't wait to see which hip songs will be there. Resu, other people over here. Wani Wani, 15 friends, let's go. Thank you for bringing happy announcement. Basically, people are very happy. 15 performers, that's insane. And she already has the guest announcement. My basket's so empty, I can't perform until it's full again. So let's collect them all. What's this? The first egg I find is my own. Oh my god. This is like the biggest piece of news you can ever imagine. Takanashi Kiara is going to be at a Takanashi Kiara concert. I need to spread this. This is why I'm doing this. Because if not, no one would know that a Takanashi Kiara is going to be at a Kiara concert. I'm messing around, of course. But it is nice that she's doing these things. These little cute drawings. The heck? They're just too cute. The heck? They just like, yeah, I found one too. Another Takanashi Kiara right there. But yeah, this is so heckin' cute. It's so freaking cute. Oh my goodness. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love seeing this. And of course, she is going to have 14 more besides herself. And it's going to be a big one that I would, of course, will let you guys know of. And will do a little bit of a coverage of. And I might have to make it crispy audio, deep fried audio, whatever you want to call it. Because of that next one group that keeps copyright striking me any chance that they get. So yeah, I will be covering this when it comes out. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, types, everything in between. Why do I do this? Because I want it to be a positive space for VTubing. I know I have a lot of negative things that happen in the VTuber world, and I put them out there, but I want this part, at the very least, this part, to be someplace that you can go and see some positive sides of VTubing. So I do this for you. I do this for the VTubing community, if possible. Moggii, or Moggii Junket, or Moggii, sorry if I pronounced it wrong. I probably did. That's just one thing that I do, unfortunately. I pronounce things wrong. Cat Sith turned idol, Twitch partner, and Capcom creator. We are over here. Let's take a look. And, of course, here we go. Moggii Junket, King of Cats, English JP. And we have this here. The things that they were doing. This is Repo.
Are you in? Yeah, I'm in.
Help me.
Are you? Wait, why am I talking on the wall?
Oh, you guys are so
Okay. Perfect. That is exactly the way you're supposed to say it. That is the exact way that you're supposed to pronounce it. It works. So here we go. Moggii Junket as well with the recent repo things there. Of course, repo is a very fun thing to do with friends, of course. They have gotchas or getchas. You have other things with Final Fantasy VII. Rebirth Part 2. They have, other parts here that they've been doing. They've been putting their VODs out there as videos, which can be fun. It can be a good thing to do. It can do things with your algorithm, as I have seen myself, but it is good that they have those there. The most recent ones, though, of course, are going to be the shorts. And, of course, thank you so much for allowing me to showcase you on my channel, Moggii, and I do hope that it helps you in some way. Thank you so much for watching. That is all the news that we have for today. Please let me know down below if you want to know any more news or if you have any comments regarding anything that you saw here, which I will try my best to respond to. I love seeing your comments down below. Of course, as well, like and subscribe to the channel. That will give you more information every single day. I do 2 videos a day, so hopefully you enjoy.